Namaste, peace, love, and light. Welcome to Powerhouse Tarot. I'm Energy. Welcome in, collective. This is gonna be the Shadow Report right here. Good old Monday, fun day. Let's get the Shadow Report going for the collective. I'm also gonna do a full moon message. I know I'm a little late for that, but I still want to grab that message and whatever spirit has for us at this time. So be sure to check that video out. I just want to say thank you to everybody that support my channel and that truly love on me from an authentic space. I'm grateful for you. For all of you that support me by readings, whatever that it is, you know, just connecting with me when I'm online. Thank you for your energy. Gratitude. Shadow report. Let's grab a message for the shadow report from the Dark Goddess Oracle at this time as well. Just gonna grab like an overall Lilith equality. Okay, so we already know when Lilith comes in with the equality message what she's talking about. Okay, equality. Lilith here, the messages with Lilith and equality. Okay. Bottom of the deck and purification. Okay, so let's get the shadow messages from Tarot. Shadow report for this Monday. 10-10-2-2. Thank you, Spirit. Okay. Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Nine of Wands in reverse. Page of Wands. King of Cups in reverse. Star card in reverse as well. Shadow, talk to us. Talk to us. Nine of Cups. The Wheel of Fortune in reverse. No, the Wheel of Fortune? No, it's upright. Nine of Cups is in reverse. Sun in reverse. Let's get a final message here. And the Ace of Swords. Ace of Swords, bottom of the deck, and the High Priestess. All right, so Lilith is talking to us, you guys, about equality. Equality is the main message here overall, okay? With this Ace of Pentacles, I'm seeing that somebody, it's like you're working on your resources or you're working on stability, that sort of thing, right? So this could be like a new promotion or something like that probably coming in for some of you guys with this Ace of Pentacles energy. Not gonna lie. Also, this Ace of Pentacles is going to speak of just new opportunities to have secure stability in your life. For those of us getting the shadow report, okay, you've been working on something within you that's creating an abundant energy with the Ace of Pentacles. Oh my gosh. Let's get these cards in a focus. Yeah. So it's actually working out really nice. Okay. I mean, Ace of Pentacles coming in reverse is like a lack of it, or a lack of financial control. At this time, I feel like, you know, we're kind of getting into this space where there were new beginnings and new opportunities and things. We can turn these back into blessings if we can stop being wasteful of it, you know. If we can find where we had a little bit of lack of control, discipline. Okay, for those of us that are wondering like, why, what is it with my finances is right now? You know what I'm saying? So that can help bring in the prosperity that and the opportunity back to your life if you just improvise or implement a little bit of discipline and self-control when it comes to your finances on some real shit, right? So the Nine of Pentacles coming in reverse. You know, the Nine of Pentacles is basically like, at this time, you're being asked from your shadow self, you know, at this time to implement resilience. Something is giving you what, something is driving you within you that makes you feel like you refuse to compromise. So our shadow is not getting enough attention or not getting enough respect or whatever it is, right? And so it's acting out. So for those of us who's getting a shadow report, this is spirit when it's acting out with that Nine of Wands. So you have to be very resilient with this energy that you're receiving, because not only that is it acting out right with the Nine of Wands, and then it's forcing you to have to be very patient and things like that. But it's also affecting your earthly sustenance, your money, right? So you got to be mindful of that with our shadow report here. And then we got the Page of Wands. There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. There. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. I mean, everybody knows the Page of Wands is pretty much like that energy of, you know, with a page, I feel like pages are very new too. You know what I'm saying? But for the most part, it's coming in right side up. I feel like it's good news, you know, so don't be alarmed by it coming in, you know, right side up, because I feel like we're getting a connection that we need and we're listening to the shadow self at this time. So this could have definitely be like in our present energy where we're realizing like maybe I should give myself a little more time, you know, or a little bit more attention or ease or whatever it is that I require um to sort of honor my shadow self, or my be equally given to all parts of myself, right? Is the tone, you know, of the shadow, you know what I'm saying? Because like shadows like not accepting like nothing else at this time, just keeping it funky with us, right? Now in the King of Cups, okay, in the King of Cups, I mean, it's in reverse. I feel like somebody could be maybe giving you like bad advice, or you could be just giving yourself kind of bad advice. But I feel like this is also the energy of being stubborn and being like in resistance to what is being offered to you, you know. Also this speaks of like maybe like if somebody suffers with like alcoholism or something like that, you know, or drug addictions and things like that, you know, to maybe take a focus on that, you know, at this time, like maybe you've been partying too much and it's time to like buckle down and kind of get your shit together, right? The shadow report, I mean, it's just here to give us insight, you know what I'm saying, on who we are, because it's blocking you from your emotional intelligence and just being wise. Okay, King of Cups is the, okay, I've learned something here. It's the wise man card, you know. So the King of Cups is a very wise man, you know, and I say man loosely because it could be one man, okay, but very wise, okay, in movement. So I want you to understand who you are, you know, and although you may be experiencing something, you're never suffering from something that you choose to work through. It's only suffering when we're choosing not to face ourselves and maybe say, I'm strong enough to work through said obstacle, right? Okay. So as long as I feel like as long as you're choosing, you know, there's always room for you to grow and become whoever it is that you design and desire within, despite whatever afflictions we may experience in life. People get it into their head that if they do a certain thing, they will always be labeled as that. And that's what the shadow is here to show you, that you can overcome anything. And the shadow knows it about you, knows how resilient you are with that page of wands. It knows your resilience. And it's upright telling you this is exactly who you are. You just have to stand your ground at this time. Just, truly, when it comes to sticking up for yourself. Sometimes sticking up for yourself, it looks like saying no to something that in the past, hey, I might have said yeah to this shit, but today I'm a new person. I'm a better person, right? So it's that energy, right? Now with the star card, I'm getting like an energy of hopelessness or despair. So be very mindful right now, those of us that are getting our shadow report here. This is about us being mindful that the lack of wisdom, us wanting to receive the wisdom rather, or accepting the wisdom, as we go up against these battles, whatever it is. It doesn't have to be a drug addiction, doesn't have to be an alcohol addiction, doesn't have to be that. It can definitely be something else. But whatever this is that you find yourself up against, right, is causing you to be hopeless and in despair, because when the star card is in reverse, it's like you're not trusting yourself. You know what I'm saying? Also, this speaks of boredom. So maybe it could be too with the shadow. Another part of it and being expressing equality could be just doing activities with the shadow. You know what I'm saying? Spending that quality time. Because what they say, the devil loves an idle mind, right? That's like the devil's playground, so kind of to fix up that, because it's like, okay, so after I put down my addictions and my things that I love so much and I use as a crutch, now what do I get into? Now you get bored. So you had to find some way to like balance it and be equal to all parts of yourself, right? With Lilith's message here, okay? So that's why I feel like the stars coming in reverse. We got the Nine of Cups also coming in reverse. So again, this is like you getting what you want. But however, not seeing it as that, as not seeing it as what you want somehow. This is a lack of perception. This is a lack of, you know what I'm saying? I'm getting what I want, but I'm also just not grateful at the time. So you got to figure out what that is and why you don't feel fulfilled in what you have in your life. You know what I'm saying? So shadow, that's another part of the reflection here with the shadow report. If we can figure out what it is that we have and what makes us unhappy about what it is we have, right? So we can find the fulfillment within us, right? Then we could find a cheerfulness. We could find some sort of joy. You know what I'm saying? A lot of us, it's realizing our dreams are right in front of us. A lot of us is realizing that success and prosperity is right in front of us and right there in our hands. There's a lot of rewards here when you recognize your true fulfillment in what you have. And I feel like, honestly, sometimes when you get caught up in that energy of staying stuck, you know what I'm saying, or staying like, oh, well, I'm not gonna really pay attention to this. It's like it's forcing you to pay attention to it, because it's like it's putting everything right back in your face. Like, well, if you're gonna be ungrateful, then how about you look at all of these things I've given you, and then they giving you a reminder with your shadow. Well, look at this cup. This cup might be like family. This cup might be like lovers. This cup might be like friends. This cup might be children, right? Etc. So life is forcing you to examine, because of your shadow. Why aren't you happy? You know what I'm saying? And how to implement that is through self-esteem. That's the inward quality. That's not external. Nothing outside of you gonna give you that either. So it's deeply focusing on, aspects of how do I embody high self-esteem? What does that look like to me? Because I'm not grateful for what I'm being given. And I mean, I said to say, like, it's really true. Like, sometimes we can't see like all of the blessings right in front of us because we too busy trying to get something else, right? So the shadows are always going to pull you back to see, well, why, when the shadow make you feel like incomplete or gives you that polarity, when you feel like you're supposed to be experiencing one thing but you experiencing something else, that's the shadow saying, hey, we got to address something here within us, and these are parts of them, with these messages. So I hope you guys enjoy them. Now, with the Wheel of Fortune energy is coming in right side up, I feel like a lot of the karma is coming in because of Libra season, just period. Karma always gonna come in and do its motherfucking thing. That's just period, right? But for the most part, I'm getting that with this, it's like not only karma, but it's also like to say, whatever seeds that you've been planting, they will come to fruition. So continue to plant good seeds and continue to be the person that you know that you should be. I feel like, for the most part overall here, this also is an expression of our good luck here. This is, when you see this upright, it's like good karma. You know what I'm saying? And really somebody going out about saying, I'm going to take a chance. So this is us in our shadow saying, I'm going to take a chance. I'm going to take a chance to show myself equality in all parts of myself. This is me saying, I'm going to take a risk. You know what I'm saying? But it's all, I feel like it's all good luck, riding this wave of life on this karma, it's all good luck, this path. So I feel like I'm excited for it, excited to see the karma card, the Wheel of Fortune, because it just goes to show that, no matter what you're doing, how much you try to slow down life or think that you're going to avert or do whatever, life still go on. And hey, I hope we planted good seeds, right? Type shit, like, so that we can always have good harvests, good crops, so to speak, right? For analogy's sake. Now, with the sun coming in reverse, be mindful, of what you're experiencing. Be mindful of what you're telling yourself. Be mindful of how you feeling. Sometimes you don't feel good. Sometimes you don't know how to express what it is you really feeling. And so maybe in that moment is not a good time to express yourself. Sometimes you have to realize that if I haven't been tending to my shadow, then maybe my shadow gonna lash out on me if I'm social or if I'm in certain type of dynamics where, or situations where my personality kind of has to come out. I feel like this happens with this lack of enthusiasm and this sadness. It comes in when you feel like you seeing other people live out their dreams and their hopes and the things that you want to do within yourself. And that brings about the sadness because you're saying, well, damn, if I know they could, if I'm seeing that they could do it, it's not a jealousy thing, but it's like, within you, you can do it too. And you can have that too. So you're realizing that your lack of enthusiasm was just due to unrealistic expectations. And a lot, like I said, with that Nine of Cups message was the ego. And shadow forces you to see that because that's what the shadow is. It's the ego side of us. It's conceitedness. And it's an oppressive, very oppressive energy. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like the shadow like wants us to be reflective of that. Also, it could be too, some of us could have experienced some sort of like child loss. Doesn't have to be, but it could be that too. Some of us, just experience that at some point in our life, and it could be some sort of pain that we still have, and healing, around that. Because I feel like when a parent loses a child, whether in the womb or otherwise, it's this sense of feeling like you didn't do enough that creates a lack of enthusiasm and a deep sadness that also is something that you may want to reflect on with your shadow self, you know what I'm saying, your higher self, and how you can bring some sort of healing. Ace of Swords. Okay, this is all about the truth. Okay, this is the clarity. So this is all of the clarity that we needed for the shadow self to get. And that is, I feel like, what we ultimately will have here with the Ace of Swords, the clarity that we needed. Now, the only way we're going to get the clarity, though, because it's coming in reverse, the only way we're going to get the clarity is if we be true and we be honest with ourselves. You know what I'm saying? Because as expressed with the King of Cups, there was an intellectual inability here. We weren't being wise. And so we have to implement our wisdom through the truth that's been shown to us. Because the Ace of Swords is all about bringing in that clarity we need, right? So we can finally emphasize equality over our life, right? Instead of running from aspects and parts of us, we can address it and say, hey, self. You know what I'm saying? I feel like if you have like a lack of ideas or a lack of encouragement, just try to cleanse your energy and ask the Most High to just replenish you and give you the energy and the strength that you need. Work with crystals, spiritual baths, again, another way to just cleanse your energy. But speak in the spirit, and speaking to all of your energies, and just really getting real magical around this motherfucker. Okay, I'm gonna curse. It's really how I see this happening. Okay, for those of us catching a shadow report with Lilith equality message. All right, like getting real creative and shit, thinking outside the box. I feel like will change a lot of our situations. Don't procrastinate. Recognize sometimes too your procrastination, that's like another little like part of your shadow self, your ego, that likes to blame everybody else, right? So let's be aware of that. But these are the messages for the shadow report. I hope you all enjoyed. Let me know how you like them. All right, peace.